yes, Sonic Frontiers, the newest installment by Sega team to the Sonic franchise. It has been met with overwhelmingly positive reception. It's not perfect by any means, but it sure as hell is one really good step in the right direction, and hopefully they continue going forward. You should check out my review on the game, or first impressions anyway. I haven't finished it yet. Anyway, today we're gonna go through all the Steam reviews and, read some of the funnier ones. We'll look at both positive and negative ones. The negative ones should be very spicy. Anyway, let's just hop right into the thingy. 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝘶 says, after 13 painful years since the release of Black Knight, this series is finally saved for me with Sonic Frontiers. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough for Sonic fans. Beautiful game made me shed a tear. Yeah, dude, I've been crying all day long because my car broke. This truly was a Sonic Frontier. Yes, thank you, Super Saiyan Jordan. Oh, he's got the Sonic picture. Oh my god, that's so sick. It's from Super Sonic Adventure 2. Game good? Game good? Yes? Yes? Game fun? Sonic game fun? This happened to my buddy Eric. Wait, his name's Eric. Hold on a second. I have autism. Don't we all, LeGroin? Don't we all? Rice Boy says, I love the scene where Sonic said, it's frontierin' time, and frontiered all over them. The gameplay feels nice. Who needs fast travel when you can travel fast yourself and feel great while doing so? I completely agree with that opinion, especially the part where he said frontier in time. That was really funny. Mid? Burnt toast? Come on, you can't give it a negative review and call it. You gotta give it the like and then just say improve it. Come on. Someone gave him a clown emote. That's funny. Had to refund as it wouldn't play in full screen. I feel like that's more of a you issue. I have not had that issue. You probably should have tried a little bit harder. Horrible bosses auto kill when I spam X. Like you're killing them or they're killing you when you spam X. I'm assuming you mean you're killing them fast, because yeah, the bosses do die kind of quickly. Listen, mini ones, like when you have a higher attack stat. But like, what else are you gonna do? It's a Sonic game. At least the super bosses have like gimmicks that you have to do before doing damage to them. It's fun, but it needs work. The floating tracks are corny. Honestly, I haven't had any issues with them, but it's more of a taste thing, I guess, with the random floating tracks and platforms just scurried all over the place. They definitely, if they take a little bit more time on a game like this, they can make it really interesting. Like where the environment actually makes sense that you're running all around and doing zippies and zaps all over the place with rails and shit, instead of just literally having floating rails everywhere. I'm not complaining because it's still fun, but yeah, they definitely could. It's a step in the right direction, like I said before. Game is not very good. I would suggest buying Spark the Electric Jester 3 instead. I've never heard of that game before. This is one of those games where I wish there was a mixed recommendation option on Steam. Yeah, well, I agree. While I don't hate the game, it's nowhere near as good as most reviews make it out to be. Well, that's because most Sonic fans are like, yo, dude, this game's good because it's like actually a playable game. So we're like, yes! And it is fun. Like I like when I'm not playing, I'm like, hey, I kind of want to go play it again. This game feels like a Breath of the Wild clone. What? Hello? Okay, so there's puzzles. Puzzles have always been in Sonic. Enemies, like, you're not picking up weapons. What makes it like Breath of the Wild? Because it's open world? Sir, that's, no, bad take. I guess because it's a grassy field, but like that's gonna be the generic open world thing. Actually, that's only the first island. The next two are like deserts and a volcano. I don't understand. I guess comparing it to Breath of the Wild is fine because they are both open world games, but it's like that's where it ends really, and that there's puzzles. Puzzles in the open world game. That's never been done before. Only Breath of the Wild did that. I have to wonder if I'm witnessing mass Stockholm Syndrome with the reaction to this Sonic game. How badly has Sega hurt Sonic fans that this is considered a step in the right direction? I'm genuinely flabbergasted that people are as accepting of this, and that the justifications I've heard that it's a good for a Sonic game is how people are swallowing this horse-sized pill. Big oof. I've only completed the first island thus far, but I have to say everything about this feels wrong. I swear There doesn't seem to be any actual design when it comes to the world building. The pop-in for floating rails and platforms that don't exist until you've already committed to the movement is a travesty. This game clearly did not start as a Sonic game during initial development and feels like it was pitched in as something else with Sonic bloated in. What the fuck? This is further evidenced by how the cyber zones seem to be using the old Sonic control styles as if ripped from those respective games. I am confused by that. I do hate that the cyberspace stages are literally just different games. And the story, oh man, the story is one hot piece of mess that gives nothing to you as the player for thus far in the first 5 hours. Not that I truly expect a good story from the Sonic game besides, hey look, it's Tails and Amy. Remember them? We got Green Hill Zone. Yeah, you spent 5 hours on the first island? I spent 2 hours on the first island in hard mode. What? How? I think I beat the second level in like less time than you spent on the first one, man. I think you're just going through the story slowly. And yeah, the story is like, I have no idea. I still don't know what the fuck's going on. It's just like, okay, this chick won't tell Sonic what the hell's going on. And there's like these ancients and there's little bits and pieces in there. It's not awful. It's a big mystery. The minigames and little puzzles, if you can call them that, are just cheap button prompt style mind melters. Yeah, no, I do agree with that part. The puzzles are absolutely terrible. Dude, one of them, you literally just get on a thing, hold boost, and then you get an award. You're going a little hamster wheel and there's like no skill involved whatsoever. The thing where you have to jump back and forth to make sure you hit like each green thing, like green platform, is just laughably easy. The puzzles definitely could use some work. They're literally made for like babies. Like I know all Sonic, it's a kid's game, but it's supposed to be like for teens. That's the whole point of Sonic. It's literally supposed to be edgy Mario. But they have like puzzles in there for people, like hell, children would probably get bored using those puzzles. This is a hot mess and I plan on finishing it, if only to see if it gets better. But I have to say I don't recommend this. If only a little decession. I don't know what words are, but it's a good game mentality. Sorry, I'm like losing my mind right now. Here's an update now that I'm on Island 3. I get it. You get something that is way more passable than Forces and you want to praise it and all. Give it all your monies. That's your right. But lambasting about it being good and letting all the things slide to make it not good is just laughable. How many times did you get forced to watch Sonic get blue lightning before you wanted to rip your hair out? Or the cutting grass minigame to get the Chaos Emerald to watch Sonic dance? The first time I saw this cutscene was enjoyable, even if I hated the minigame. But then it kept using it pretty much like all the reused cutscenes. Seriously, I gotta be crazy if I'm the only one pointing this out. Dude, repeating cutscenes is like a thing when you get power-ups and shit all the time in like every single game. It's really not that big of a deal. It's like a 2-second cutscene and it's kind of funny. It's really nothing to actually make a valid criticism about. I mean, I guess it's a valid nitpick, but it's like, who cares? That being said, the grass cutting game was stupid, and constantly having Sonic like have the blue lightning every time you get 400, like your maxed rings, not 400 rings, although that is the, you know, the base max rings where you want to go super speed. It's like, yeah, that is kind of annoying, but also it's like, who cares? It's like a non-issue. This game does so many different things instead of focusing on a more core gameplay that the bad outweighs the good at this point. Are you telling me that the boss fights are fun? Did the 𝗃𝗏𝗃 music drop and you just couldn't help but get hyped and miss the actual gameplay for the fights? You know, that you just have to hold the shoulder buttons and then press the button prompts on the screen after you auto parried? Yeah, the parry being like literally automatic and you just blocking things is kind of cringe. My guide with the characters being used as plot devices wasn't clear before, but at least they aren't as grating as they have been in the past Sonic games. I find their involvement simply as nostalgia nod to Sonic. Hey, that's Sonic and Knuckles, the game in the dialogue. Did you like going to Chemical Plant Zone during the cyberspace mission 6 separate times, all ripped from the previous Sonic games? Do you like the stats that we're getting in one section of the game were literally removed for the other segments of the game? There is no cohesion to this game, just a lot of little gameplay things to tie into one big game. Sonic Generations was a love letter to Sonic fans. This is just them trying to be 5 other games at once, doing none of those games well enough to stand on its own. I mean, at least that's a well thought out thing. What they give him? Clever, slow clap. Oh my god. He let comments on. Oh my god, these people hate this game. Bro, it's not that bad, bro. Come on. Like, I definitely was a little too over enthusiastic in my review for it, the first impressions, obviously, because the presentation in this game is very nice. But it's like, it is, it's definitely a step in the right direction, as you said it wasn't. Mr. Who was it? What was his name? 𝗏𝗏. Oh, fuck. This is probably like a YouTuber. This guy's got a high Steam score. Holy shit, 92. What's mine? It's okay. It's not for me, but if you really like Sonic, you'll love this. That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Most of the people critiquing it actually have good critiques, and they're not like laughably bad. So yeah, that's tough. In the end, it's like, yeah, this game's, I give it like a 7-8 out of 10, honestly. It's still like, the people shitting on it are over exaggerating, and the people praising it like it's the second coming of Jesus Christ are also exaggerating. It's slightly above average. Whatever. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you could please hit that like button, that would be fantastic. Maybe consider subscribing. I do videos usually daily. Sometimes I miss 2 days in a row because I'm an idiot and my car blew up. I can't wait to get a new one. I love spending money. I love it. Please let me know what kind of videos you'd like me to do. I could do like reading Reddit for things. Maybe make another Terraria of Reddit. I'll read the Terraria Reddit. You want me to do that? Anyway, I love you guys. See ya.